That will hit, so that will be... that is 4 points of damage. And Hobgoblin will have to run over here to get to the only person he can actually get to, which is still Fabian. Plus that. And that will hit.
Okay.
So that is 10 points of damage.
Okay, I'm staggered.
Okay. Rook.
Oh, let's see. Who needs it more? Tomas, and looks like Merrick is a bloody heat mess over there. So
Not a bloody mess. He's pretty puffy.
does the bugbear on Kathak and Tommaso look hurt at all?
It has taken a little bit of wound damage, but it's relatively untouched so far.
Yeah, if you want to take that down, we would not complain at all.
All right. Well, then I will appear out of the shadows and take. Uh-oh, what just happened?
What's the matter?
Hold on. Okay, there we.
My monitor cable got disconnected a little bit.
Okay. Need to hit 19, sir.
All right.
Get the escalation die.
+1.
Does that add to everything, the escalation die?
No, just a hit.
Just to hit rolls.
I will do a shortcut. So
And your psionics.
and my psionics.
Yes.
What's my? Hold on. Okay, so 9. Doesn't seem right to me. Hold on, just give me a second here.
Fair enough.
So dexterity plus. Because I think the score is already counted.
So let's look at.
Yeah. Okay.
So what you're rolling is your base attack bonus, which is dexterity plus level, versus the armor class, right?
Right.
And then you're adding +1 for the escalation die. So what's your dexterity bonus?
So the dexterity bonus is the middle column, right? Or right. So that's the
dexterity
4.
bonus is the middle one. Yep.
And then the bottom one is with level.
Yep.
So that's 6 plus the 1 is 7. I was right. Okay. And I need.
Need to hit 19.
And that will hit.
That will hit, and you get to roll double damage, right?
Yes. Or damage is doubled, so.
Yep.
So roll
your damage, and we'll double it.
1.
Now, when you do that for goop purposes, that's not a critical, right? That's just a double damage.
That is just double
Right.
damage, yeah.
So I could theoretically. I don't know if critting would double it again.
No, it would triple it.
Okay, so
Which would be gooey.
6.
Love that word, gooby.
Plus 6.
Sometimes I use that. Like I was at Gen Con, and I was like, "Oh, people don't know what I mean." So 36 points is what you just did.
Yes.
36 points. This thing will reel back, staggered, and to give just a horrible cry as you drive your daggers into the back of this thing, and you will see Rook essentially appear out of nowhere, sort of shadow pour in, and then he is just there, and this bugbear just cries out in agony. It is now escalation die number 2. So now You guys get +2 to all your attacks. Kathak.
All right, so Bugbear's down, right?
No, it's still alive.
Oh,
He's staggered though.
Yes.
oh, he's staggered. Okay. All right. Well, I'll shoot it between the eyes.
Okay. Go ahead and make your disengage roll. Need an 11 or better.
Yep. I don't get a bonus because he's staggered.
Nope. There you go. Kind of roll back, take the shot. Make
Right.
your
And
attack
then I'm
roll.
gonna see. Let's see. No.
And staggered only affects
I'm gonna-
if you have a specific ability that affects staggered.
Oh, okay. I see. I'm gonna use my the archery re-rolls. What does that do? My archery adventure feat. My archery re-rolls gain a +2 attack bonus.
So that means that if you miss, you can always re-roll once per battle your shot, and if you do that, you get a +2 to that re-roll.
I gotcha. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna shoot it.
Look at that. That will hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
I think it's 2d8 plus 6. Sure. It is 2d8 plus 6. Okay. Come on, where's my cursor?
10 points. So you will sink it into this thing. It's staggering around. It's on its last handful of hit points from those shots there. Black Dog.
Black Dog. Okay, I'll hit him.
Okay.
+5, +2.
Let's
No,
see.
wait.
It need to hit 19.
Jesus. Okay,
Anything you
Suck.
want to impose on that?
that will be a miss.
So he'll take 2 points for miss damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of clip him a little there. That was a nice cough, Carla. I love the feedback
Sorry.
on that one. Tommaso.
Trying to give it to you. Trying to give it to you.
All right. Is Marek nearby from me right now?
I would say that Merrick is a nearby person for you. Yeah.
All right, then. I will use heal on Marek as a quick action. Which-
Does that now? That's not casting. Is that a spell?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he
then
gets he gets an opportunity attack on
you
me.
have to roll a disengage first. Well, no,
All
because
right.
that would eat your quick action to do the disengage. So.
Yes, I just eat opportunity attack from my
Okay.
thing, so, right?
Yep.
Right. So Marek, you now can use a recovery as a free action, and it has a +4 to the recovery.
Okay.
What is your AC, Matt?
My RC is I think it's 17.
So it will miss on the opportunity attack.
Oh, 18 actually. Better than I thought.
So Sander, that is in addition to whatever other attacks he can do.
Absolutely.
So if everybody had 5 guys around him and they all tried to disengage and failed or whatever, then he would get 5 additional attacks.
Yes, absolutely.
That's fine.
Yep.
That's what I wanted to know.
For ranged or spell attacks.
Merrick.
So-
Marek,
Okay.
make a heal.
I will use
shit,
that
wait.
free action.
Wait, use your
Oh,
heal first
wrong
because
one.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
that happens and I still have a standard action.
I
so.
apologize there.
Oh.
So Tommaso, what's your standard action?
My standard action will be
rolled
to
initiative
take
anyway.
a swing at the bugbear.
Okay. Need to hit 19,
so-
sir. You got a +2 from the escalation die.
Oh, and that still doesn't do it.
Not quite enough. Merrick.
I will take that free recovery.
Okay.
And what did that come out as? 13. So adding 4 to that, 17.
Yeah. Look at that.
So let me just add that in here.
No, specifically there's a free action recovery, not a free recovery.
Right.
Right. I
Yeah,
still
you-
have to spend my
Right.
currency.
Yep.
Okay.
I can give those away, but I don't give them away so easy.
Yeah, that's probably a good call.
Okay. I started
He's saying
with
you're not
6,
worth it.
Yeah.
and then now I'm down to 5. Okay. That is good. I will attempt to rear back and hit the the bugbear that just took a bite out of crime here.
Okay. Roll 2 hits, sir. Need to hit 19. You've got a +2 from your escalation die.
Yep, shouldn't be a problem.
There you go. How much damage are you doing, sir?
And that was an odd natural roll, so that
Yep.
means I rolled d6s instead of d10s. And okay, 13.
13. So you will slash into it. Will roar. Bugbear will take another shot on Black Dog. What is your AC there, Black Dog?
17.
Will hit,
Jeez, he's nasty.
and that's even, so you will take 15 points of damage.
Oh my god.
And then Bugbear on, let's see, oh, Rook, I think, most assuredly. What is your AC, Rook?
17, I believe.
It spins around, cries out, and takes a swack at you. And will hit. That's even, so you'll take 15 points.
Okay, I will use my roll with it. Momentum power.
To reduce that to half.
Yep.
So you'll take 8. Let's see. Grunt. Ooh, over here. Tommaso, what is your AC?
18.
18. Little Grunt takes a shot at you, misses. Hobgoblin on Merrick.
Misses.
Will hit.
Or hits.
So you are going to take 10 points.
Okay.
He swings again with that heavy sword. Rook on 8.
I will try to finish off this horribly wounded hobgoblin.
Okay. Roll to hit. You'd hit
Using
19.
my shortcut because I still have Tommaso as my sneak attack buddy.
Yep. Not quite enough, sir.
However,
You have a reroll?
No, the shortcut just does my sneak attack plus my level, so
Okay.
I actually do 5 points of damage.
You do 5 points of damage.
Yep.
That is exactly enough to kill it. It's not pretty, but you will take down that bugbear. It will slump to the ground. As we go to escalation die number 3.
Bump, bump, bump.
Kathak.
Alright. I
I'll
am
have
going...
to talk quietly because I'm going to go up the hall with my kids.
Fair enough.
But I'm still here. Sorry.
Okay.
And he doesn't want to wake the
I am
faceless
going
old woman who secretly lives in his house.
It's a witch.
Let's see. If I use
see
the
it.
lightning fork again, can I hit both the hobgoblin and the grunt? How does that work again?
Well, you could
bugbear and the-
fire that off, and there's a chance that it would go over and hit the grunt as well with the chain lightning.
Because they're all nearby each other, right? That's the
Yes.
limiter on that.
Does it hit like friends too, or is it just
Well,
enemies,
if you
or
roll a
what?
1, yeah, it'll fumble and it'll go start going chaining through your friends. But that's only a 5% chance.
Yeah,
But it's not like in the SSI games.
All right. No, I'm just gonna. I'll do a double range attack
Okay.
on the bugbear and the hobgoblin.
Okay. So let's take your first shot. So shot on the bugbear. You need to hit 19. You've got a +3 to your roll. Look at that.
Oh. Oh.
So you roll your damage, and you roll d6s instead of the normal d8s because you're doing 2 shots. Is that 14 points I'm seeing there?
Yep.
Ugh! You will drop the bugbear in its tracks.
Cool.
Taking a shot on the grunt then?
Yep.
All right. Need to hit a 16. Roll.
Okay, got a 20.
Then that will hit. Again, roll 2d6 plus 6. Yeah, 14. So he will be that. So he is staggered there from that shot, Ben.
Cool.
Essentially
Take that.
catch him in the meat of his big old goblin-y head, and he will fly back screaming, "Black dog!"
Black dog, move over to the hobgoblin,
Okay,
and I will declare my unstoppable.
okay.
I'm
And-
unstoppable.
I will hit.
What does that do, Carl?
Gives me a free heal if I hit, which I guess I didn't.
You did not
Ah.
hit with that.
Okay.
Is the ability still expended, or do you just?
It's one. It's one per day. It's one per battle.
Yeah.
So.
Tommaso.
Answer is yes,
Alright.
I guess.
Oh, I do 2 points of damage to him.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I always have to remind me of that. All right.
Let me use a quick action. 'Cause I think Carl's the one that's most down on hit points right now. I use a quick action to make a heal on Carl,
Okay.
and I will toss a javelin of faith at the hobgoblin.
Okay.
He's gonna hit me. I don't trust that Tommaso. I put the hobgoblin in front of me.
Wisdom plus level plus PD. So
Is
that
that MD you're shooting for?
that is against PD.
Against PD. So you're going to be firing against a 15. That will
Boom.
hit.
And that is
roll
a
your damage.
D6 plus wisdom, I think, right?
Yep.
So that is a 8.
8.
Or actually, did I? No, I hit that
The
twice.
first
I rolled
one
a
was,
6
yeah.
on the first one.
Yep.
So 9. That's twice I've rolled maximum damage with that spell.
What is the secondary effect of that one?
I don't think it has one.
Oh, it's if you miss, you get a bonus, doesn't it?
Just damage.
I'm thinking of something else then. So you will fire that off and hit him, and somebody got a heal from that?
Yeah, I put a heal on Carl.
Okay, so Carl gets to roll his recovery dice.
Is it a recovery?
On his
As
action?
as a free action, you can use a recovery.
Yep. So roll your recovery, Carl.
Oh, okay.
Unless you don't
so-
burn one, which, you know.
Yeah, you can opt not to burn your recovery if you
I
want.
mean, you won't get healing spells anymore.
Doesn't make much difference. Let's see. So 2d12 plus my con
Yeah.
And plus 4 for me.
plus 3 plus 4. 19.
19. Look at all those hit points you just got back. Merrick.
Nice.
Okay.
Super heal.
I think here.
You can do that once a day, Matt, or
Okay. I am
I can do
going
that
to
twice per battle.
attack
And
the
if I
bugbear.
loop it up, I can do it 4 times per battle.
nice.
Rolling.
All right. That'll hit.
Okay. I will trigger my warrior's blessing and heal myself for 5.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, it's 6 actually.
Okay.
All right. Yep. 35. Okay. And that was an even, so I will do this.
So 18 points is
18.
what I'm seeing?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so that will smack him around. He is now staggered. And as he reels back from that shot. Bugbears are down. Grunt will take a shot at Black Dog since Black Dog has come closer. Black Dog, what is your defensive bonus? Or AC, rather. Black Dog. Your armor class.
Oh God, I'm sorry. 17. I keep on thinking you're talking to Fabian or
That will
something
miss.
because it's dog.
Hobgoblin. Well, Merrick, you hit him pretty heavily, so he's going to take that swing at you. So your defense bonus is still 20, right?
Yes, sir.
will just miss. I wish I had an escalation die. Okay, Rook.
Grunt's probably too far away, so I will. Is the hobgoblin nearby for me?
You can move up to it and attack, sure.
Okay, so I will basically run here and basically do a set of acrobatic flips up these rocks here as they ascend. Somersault, flip, land behind him, and stab him in the back.
Okay. Let's have you make that attack roll. Need to hit a 19. Don't forget your bonus from the escalation die.
Yep.
You got some buddies drawing off the... Dun 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 dun.
So that would make it 9. No? Oh, so close.
So close. Escalation die goes to 4. Kathak.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, he will. Hold on.
Oh,
He
yeah.
does take
What's his miss damage? Sorry.
1d6. 3 points.
3 points. Okay.
I'm gonna
Thank
hit
you,
this
Scott.
grunt.
All right. Roll to hit. Need to hit 16, Ben.
Holy moly!
Oh,
Wow,
That will miss.
that will indeed.
Do you want to use your reroll?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll again with a
So,
plus
I'll
2.
+2. That's once for battle. What was that again?
I think it's once per battle. Let me check on that.
Archery, adventure.
Yep, once per battle.
Battle. Okay, cool.
So that will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. 2d8 plus 6. Oh, and he will fall into the pool, stone cold dead as the arrow goes into his eye. Black dog.
That's the grunt.
That's
Who
the
died?
Grunt goes away.
Okay. He's not raging, but he's still pretty pissed now.
Yes.
So I will hit.
Roll to hit. Yes!
22.
You will hit. Roll your damage, sir.
2d8 plus.
What does it mean the attack's crit range expands by 1?
It means that you would critical on a 19 instead of just a 20.
17.
17. So the arrow goes into the grunt's eye. He falls in the pool. You'll spin around Black Dog and catch this hob and shook, cut him down, and he will drop dead. And there'll be that just the sound of the kind of the burbling as the body kind of bounces against the edge of the pool, and sort of the quiet as you guys all catch your breaths. Is anyone still staggered hit point wise?
Checking.
Check and see if anybody's down to half or less.
No, I'm above that.
Okay. Then nobody needs to spend recoveries. You just stay where you are at. Unless you want to. You're welcome to spend recoveries if you would like.
How many do you get?
You get probably 8
8.
on your character sheet.
Can hold on a second. Can Tomas help me in this to do this more efficiently, or is it just I do it myself?
I mean, I don't think I can really. I mean, I could do a ritual, but I don't think that really matters mechanically, right?
Okay.
Right.
He's still got to use a recovery one way or the other.
Yep.
Okay, I will roll a recovery then. Well, yeah. Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm trying to think. There's nothing.
I
Because
did it
all the
twice
things
on
that I
that
do
set.
that let me do a free recovery are like a once per battle. So it's probably cheating to use those during a ritual, right?
Yeah.
I made a mistake. I rolled it twice, so I'll take the first one that rolled, which was 9.
Okay.
So I will add 9 hit points.
All right. Just keep track of your.
I'm going to roll a recovery too.
Okay.
And I'll take my recovery down 1.
You also will kind of realize that this isn't quite on the direct path that you were heading towards the tower. This is a little bit off the beaten path.
We do loot them again, to see if there's any further signs of it. They're definitely part of the same group.
You will check these guys, kind of loot them. You will find that they have a little more money. Essentially, let's say another 36 gold pieces, because that doesn't distribute evenly. And you will definitely see that on this shaman here and the hobgoblin that they do have markers that look like they are icons of the siren.
Ah.
Essentially, the two sort of burning eyes on a bloody background, and it looks like they are kind of. That's actually kind of nervous. Makes you a little more nervous because they're clearly acting at behest of some power here, and there certainly may be more of them around.
I will choose to mark one of the tokens.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't even want to know how he's marking it.
You know exactly how he's marking it.
Yes, I do. That's always good. Good idea. Piss on the icon. That's it.
Yes.
Well, let's continue on then.
Okay. Leave the bodies.
Well, you at least should be able to find his icon again.
Clear the bodies, that kind of thing. Anything I need to know about that?
No,
Let's see.
and orcs bury their dead, right?
I don't know, Carl. You tell me.
Oh, okay. We're too far from sea, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay.
What do
Pond.
orcs do?
Huh? Well, they don't leave them there. I mean, how much kinship?
I dragged one into the bushes.
How much kinship does he find with
Are
bugbears also?
let me ask you this: are orcs pretty supremacist?
I think they're just they're just another race. You know, they just
Okay.
come out, they go out, you know, they interact, stuff like that.
What's their feeling about being orcish?
They like being orcish, just like elves like being elves. I don't think
That's my question for you. Do they see goblins and all these other things as like them, or do they go, we're orcs, they're goblins, they're something else?
I think the bugbears look a little bit different.
Yeah, they're pretty bestial.
Yeah. Goblins, you know, maybe we push them around, but I mean, I just don't see as we go out. You know, we dwarves are smaller. We just don't go out and kill them all,
Okay.
for no reason. I mean, I think, he's like, it's like these guys going, yeah, let's go kill all the niggers. I mean, that's what he kind of looks at this going.
Okay, that's enough.
Oh boy! Now Lowell wishes he could roll back in time and recording.
I'm
This is
saying
being
that's
recorded,
why
right?
he thinks that they're going, gee, I'm glad these
This
guys
is
are
being
on the
recorded,
good
right?
side.
Yeah. No, that's but that's a fair enough assessment. If you think that for your character that just that treating the goblins badly is a form of racism, that's fine for this world as you want to set it up.
Yeah.
with the term that you use there. That's fair enough.
I don't know what you mean, Mister.
I mean,
Mister Dog. I would have done the same to humans.
Yeah.
You mean you had jumped up on some guys who, these guys weren't, and maybe they were associates, siren thing. Yeah, I get that. And if you want to kill them, that's fine. But, they were just sitting here doing nothing. We came up and just ambushed them. We could have walked the other way. Maybe they're with this other group. Maybe they're not.
Well, they're very clear with other group, given the tracks.
Oh, again, so what? I set up and get on merchant ships all the time.
Yes. And they
And
often
and,
kill
and,
pirates too.
and those merchant ships, they're just sailing along, minding their own business.
It's true. No, I mean, I get that, but I mean, I tell you, you guys come up and say, "Oh, we're so goody," and you orcs and you bugbears are the bad guys. I get tired of this stuff. You wonder why we come up and take your ships because we get sick of your shit.
When did I say I was goody?
Well, good point.
So fair enough. May I assume then that you're going to take a little bit of time to at least get the bodies over where they won't just be laying and baking in the hot sun?
Yes.
Okay.
And
And he'll say,
Tommaso will offer his services to perform funerary rites for them.
Seems fair. So I assume you stay away during this, Merrick.
Yeah.
Kathak, what's your take on this?
Well, I'm kind of a soldier, so I think the we should. I guess my concern is attracting other potential enemies, things as.
So you'll keep a lookout while they do
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Rook, do you help out or do you stay aside?
If it'll get it done faster, I help out.
Okay. So you guys will get it done. And it does provide a little bit of perspective on how different groups see things. And you guys will move on. Head along the path, find your sort of way back to the main road, and move on through the woods here. You're a little beat up, a little bloodied, and you will continue on. And after perhaps maybe an hour, maybe a little bit longer, hour and a half, you will see above sort of the tree line this great tower. It's a stone tower. It looks like maybe that this bolt strike pillar is a column that kind of twists and bends, has that sort of real rocky sort of natural formation. It's about 7 stories tall, but it looks like over the years it's huge enough that people have clearly carved out the inside and kind of carved walkways and windows on the outside, so it has that sort of weird almost Romanesque architecture on the outside, yet the tower goes up and twists around. And as you guys are getting closer, you also see that the forest clears a little bit and is a little bit better road here. And eventually you will see what looks like some low walls of kind of an encampment, maybe some buildings inside there, and you will see kind of coming your way, you will see a group of soldiers, mixed of, looks like some half-orcs and a couple of elves, and they will approach. They clearly have been expecting people. A messenger arrived to say that you were coming, and you will see this half-orc, looks like might be the captain here, will march up to where you guys are at, and will kind of raise his arm in a hail, and he will say, "Hail and met. Please identify yourselves."
Dog.
Black
Look,
dog. Right.
He asked me.
Yes.
Yep. Black dog.
And Rook.
Yes, we're in service of, I'll name her name. We were sent to deliver something to the tower.
Oh yes, Lady Naisune. I am Lysenk. He kind of looks around. He says,
We had a little mishap with some bugbears and goblins on the way here. 2 groups of them.
He kind of looks surprised, and he goes, "Are you serious?"
No, it looked like they've been sniffing around, waiting for either us or other travelers. You having any problem with them here?
You kind of see him pause, and he'll look around and goes, no, let me have you speak to the wizard militant. She'll have words with you. Please follow me. And he will lead you guys back to inside the sort of walls of kind of a compound. There's looks like pillars and banners and things like that indicate markers of the Empress and some other things around. Looks like there's like an archery range, a couple of buildings. It's a little ways away from the tower itself. You're a little surprised by that. There is a wall that kind of surrounds the entire thing, but the actual sort of encampment where people stay is actually a little ways away from the tower.
So the mage of the tower, did she say what icon he was associated with again?
No,
Or was it the Empress?
she didn't say.
Well,
But
this is what's his name, Pollock or whatever his name is.
This is his people who work
Okay,
here.
he fights the siren.
He fights against the siren. Yes.
Yeah.
He will. Lysank will have you guys sit down. He'll have water brought to you guys, and food. You see that the soldiers here, you would guess that probably there's maybe about a half dozen, a little more sort of mixed soldiers around, maybe a dozen non-combatants, and there's some milling. Lysank, the half-orc, moves off, clearly goes to speak to someone. You can see that there are some magey types over by the tower itself, and all of you, even you who are not magical, Black Dog, Rook, you'll definitely get that feeling of thrumming power off of that tower. There's clearly arcane forces at work there, and clearly spells and things that are going on. After a few minutes, you will see the orc will return with a elven woman in robes, but you can see that she's got chainmail on underneath the robes, and she will approach. And did we lose Ben? I think we did.
Lost somebody. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Ben.
Ben said call drop. Oh, there he is. He's back.
Okay. In
Oh,
any
he's
case,
calling.
she will look around and she will say, "Who speaks for you? Who's your leader?"
I am.
And
Rook will say, unless
she'll look and nod. I mean, you look like an elf. She understands that. She will say, "I am Amelifor."
you're the mage militant that was spoke of.
Yes, I lead and protect the mages who work in the tower, producing the wardings and so on. I spoke to our captain, and he said that you encountered goblins?
Several bugbears, a hobgoblin, and some goblins. Yes, two groups, possibly of a larger force. Not something normally I would worry so much about, except that they had this, and I'll slide the token of the siren across to them.
Oh. That causes me some worry. And she'll ask you guys to kind of come into one of the buildings so she can kind of speak with you maybe a
Sandra,
little more.
does that make much sense that you would have something identifying who you're working for on you?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It does. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, like from my perspective, my giant left shoulder pad identifies who I work for.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're not
They're
sneaking
used as
onto an island.
magical markers to communicate with your
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
icon, to
there's-
identify yourselves to fellows.
So there is an advantage to it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
She will have you guys sit down, and we'll have some wine brought for you.
Hello.
Any beer?
Hey. She'll say, yeah, I
I
can,
don't like that sweet stuff.
I can certainly have ale brought for you. And she will speak
I'll take
to
the wine.
someone. She'll say, we protect the tower here with, it stands at a auspicious point with the ley lines, though, and she'll point to her assistant, another elf named Varys, and we'll say, though Varys can speak more to that if any of you are magically inclined.
And so it begins.
And she'll say,
What?
Huh?
Oh, Lowell knows that we have no one that's magically inclined.
yes.
My God tells me to burn all the witches.
Okay, Solomon Kane. So,
Yeah, let's do another one where let's break up another world where we're from the Islamic State and we're burning all the heretics.
Oh no, let's not do that. She'll say, the tower. I would ask you to go and speak with the mages to tell them what you've seen, but the tower is somewhat dangerous. It has a great deal of etheric power, and
Is something going on? Are they doing some ritual?
we are in the midst of a number of rituals now, and etheric purifications. There is a symbol that you brought, correct?
Yes. We were to give it to the Master Mage or his people.
That would be me.
All right. Again, with my
Make
my
that
spy master talking to
Master
people.
plus charisma roll.
Don't
Or actually
think
plus
like
wisdom.
Do we have any knowledge that that this was actually the person we're supposed to deliver this to?
It's certainly the name that you were given, and Scott is kind of using his human perception here.
17.
She seems pretty straightforward and sincere.
All right. I'll hand over the symbol. Do you think this is what drew? I know that you're the Master Mage is a devout enemy of the Siren. Why that the goblins might have been sent here?
It may well be. We've had attacks before. Here is the problem, and the reason I am perhaps being a little more evasive than I might otherwise be. We have diviners, quite skilled, and watch markers throughout to alert us to the coming of attackers. And certainly we knew that you had arrived, but we'd had no indications that there were a force of goblins on the island. I will have to go and speak to the mages in the tower and see what they can do to check for the divining.
Maybe the symbols that they given these marks shielded them somehow.
I would not assume so. I would not guess so. There may be another. Maybe
I
other.
mean, they did have shaman with them.
Yes. She will say, "You'll forgive me. If you will give me perhaps an hour or two to speak to the mages, while you relax, you can look around if you'd like, and we might perform a divination and see if we can spot more of these goblins. I may have to ask for your assistance if that is the case."
Certainly, we were asked to give assistance. Would you need it? So we will wait.
And she will turn you over to Lysek, and he will say, "Are you guys set? Do you need anything?"
Just probably some fresh food and drink. We've been traveling for the better part of the day, so
Understood.
none of us are horribly banged up at the moment, are they? My recovery took just to look around, if you
Okay.
wouldn't mind.
Sure. And he will ask you to not go close by the tower for fear of
All right.
disturbing the magics that are going on there. But you're welcome to walk around, and he will attempt to gain an audience with the sages, and he will return with word from them shortly.
Okay.
Okay. So in the meantime, what do you want to do, Black Dog, for the
They've
hour?
got. They
Pardon?
got any? I mean, do they got any stables or anything like that? Or
Yeah, they probably do have. Actually, it looks like what they keep is don't keep horses, but they do keep looks like some trained hounds.
do they? I mean, do they have any kind of unusual island animals that on this island?
Yeah, it looks like they've actually got what looks to be almost like an armadillo, but it's much bigger.
No, okay. I mean, is that all in the kind of the same area, something like that?
Yeah, you'll speak to Lysank and he'll say, yeah, if I would watch it if you walk out of these woods. These things, they're almost like the size of anteaters, but they're kind of scaly armored. They generally eat insects, but they've got a kind of slightly venomous bite. So you
He'll
wanna be
stay.
careful.
I mean, this is a wild animal.
Oh yes, he says we
Oh,
don't.
okay.
We don't.
Oh,
we
he's
don't-
not going out. He's not going out in the wild. I mean, they're in town. They're waiting. It's just an
Okay.
hour. So he'll go.
Say
He'll go.
beyond that, the most exotic thing we keep are on occasion we get migratory birds with striking plumage. He'll
He'll
take
just,
you over and show you some of those in cages.
He'll just. I mean, he'll kind of play with the dogs a little bit if they're around or whatever, and
Okay.
just hang out.
They're hunting hounds, but yeah, they'll definitely if you give them some
I mean,
attention.
yeah, he'll approach them carefully, but he'll
Sure. Why don't you make a simple Constitution plus level check?
What's that? Plus animal husbandry.
Yeah.
25.
Oh yeah. So you are easily able to kind of get the dogs over onto your side and get them pleased and more puppy-like than they might otherwise be. The guy who is the animal handler for this will raise his eyebrows at that.
Yeah, you just gotta know how to talk to him.
The elf will nod and walk away, maybe a little grumbly about that. What about you, Tommaso?
Tommaso will walk through the community we have here, and see if anyone can use the ministrations of a disciple of the surgeon.
There are probably a couple of people here who are essentially on the sick roll that could use some of your physical services. They are out here kind of in the woods, so undoubtedly people get sick. Why don't you make a simple charisma plus level roll?
All right, charisma I think is -1 +2, so +1. Boom.
Oh yeah, there people will come and speak with you. Some people who want to hear the good word. There are at least 2 or 3 people here who this is the icon that they follow, and so they will come down and listen. The chance to actually have a kind of a traveling mendicant preacher speak with them is very exciting, and so you will kind of draw the crowd, and they will ask for your blessings, and they will help get the you'll go over to the well here and do the anointment and purification. What's the most important ritual for your faith?
Most important ritual would be the anointing with the saliva of the priest.
Okay,
Oh, that's just.
and how is that done?
He kind of spits a goober into his hand and places it on the eyes and mouth of the Anointed.
All right.
And then the genitals, and then he rubs them vigorously
Vigorously.
until the
Fair enough.
Out of character.
Then he picks his nose and
I'm
stuffs
trying to
earwax
make
into
this,
his
like-
eyeballs, and then stuffs it up his left nostril cheek, and then rubs it up against cat dung, and then has to
Oh,
eat
no.
some bird poop, and then
and then the
then
farting shall
stuff some
commence.
watermelon seed in his left ear.
Okay.
Now you're mocking our friend's religion. Let's not do that.
Yeah.
That's right.
All
I am
right.
indeed mocking our friend's religion.
Okay, so you will do that. Ben, what about yourself?
Rook knows it's best not to piss off the healer.
I am gonna actually scout around, I think, and check out the premises.
Okay, kind of check out the outskirts. Why don't you go ahead and make a wisdom plus level plus whatever. Do you have a good? What would be your appropriate background for this?
Well, kind of a as a sort of soldier, commando, special, sort of a hunter, but not a I don't know, what does a soldier do to scout the battlefield?
Recon. Scout.
Recon. There you go.
Recon.
Yeah. I have a
Okay.
Drone piloting role.
let's say.
There you go.
Yeah, piloting. Yeah. All right.
So you want to call that background like
Recon.
recon? Okay.
Honest,
And
yeah.
how many points are you putting into that recon out of your 8?
3 points into it.
Okay, 3 points in recon. Okay, so roll 3 plus your level plus your wisdom bonus.
So 13. I added 2.
13.
Suddenly.
So you'll check out the outside perimeter. It looks like they probably do have incursions from time to time, but it is pretty solid. They've got a wall that encloses both the encampment and the tower. You understand the reasons why the tower is away from the major encampment, but it's still a little more exposed than you would like. But you don't see anything that strikes you as too out of the ordinary. No obvious signs of ambushes set up in the immediate perimeter. No goblin packs waiting around the edges, anything like that.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. What about you, Fabian?
Well, I kind of had the same idea, but my thought was I wanted to find the best place to observe this encampment, to watch the comings and goings.
Certainly getting up on
And
the wall.
I want to scout. No, I want. If someone was spying on this place, I want to spy on the place they would go to spy from.
Oh, so you'd have to go out quite a ways.
I'd
Okay.
fly.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and make that wisdom roll for me.
So D20 minus my wisdom modifier,
Uh-huh.
plus my level or anything.
Yeah, plus your level.
And since I'm flying, none of the wolf stuff would work, right?
Right. You could do the scouting form if you want to roll a D4 plus 1 and add that to it.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll use that roll, but
Sure. Roll a D4.
D4 plus 1. So that'd be an 8, 11.
Okay. So you'll look around. Again, in the time that you're waiting, you certainly don't see any coordinated ambush, don't see anybody moving into position, anything like that.
No. I was not. I was looking for. I wanted to scout the place where somebody else would try and scout this place.
Right.
For
right.
example, I want to spot.
No, I understand what you're saying.
The
I'm saying
spy.
you don't see anybody.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, I get it. There's nobody preparing. There's nobody watching.
Okay.
Keeping
Yes,
the
sir.
place under observation. And
No,
back
I'll
to
go
you.
play with the dogs.
Okay. Back to you, Scott.
Well, just as again natural with his sort of spy master people sort of skills, I'll just wander through the camp and get a general feel for the soldiers here. What's their morale like? How do they regard the captain and the lady mage?
Make a wisdom roll
those
for me here. Well, actually, I'll let you do charisma for this. This seems reasonable since you're kind of mingling.
Mingling, yes. 6. So let's see. Plus my spies skills. 16.
Pretty good feeling amongst the people here. Their morale is generally good. They've clearly weathered other attacks in the past, and they don't seem particularly worried.
And they regard the captain and the lady mage fairly well. They're pretty
Absolutely.
competent.
Yeah. Seems generally good.
All right. Well, that's excellent. And mostly I get the feeling of Empress as most
That
people's
seems to
icons.
be amongst the people here, though it may be different in the tower.
All right.
Did we drop everybody? I think we just
No,
lost.
I'm still here.
No, we're here.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. I just heard Scott. Oh, that's it. Scott went out. His background noise.
Yeah,
Wait
we're
till
used
he
to the hum, like
the
the
hum
hum,
of-
on the
of Scott.
Enterprise.
Well, it's because Scott's got like 18 computers that he's sitting in the middle of. Scott, are you
He's
back?
actually got a
I'm
data
back.
center in his home.
Okay.
You shouldn't be able to hear very much of mine because I'm using a headset with a mic.
Oh, dude, we can hear you. You have a whole background hum that we hear.
Yeah, you
whenever-
have like a
It's
symphony
not
that's humming.
distracting until it's gone.
Yeah.
though.
When,
Like I didn't even notice it until it went away.
Yes.
It's like the hum on the Enterprise, like the
It could be,
work-
yeah.
Yeah.
I do have 4 computers going, so
Yes.
but I don't have a fan.
After a little bit, Amelifor will return back, and she's brought the captain back, and she will say, "Thank you for bringing that information. I've handed the symbol off to the mages in the tower. It does look." We were able to do a further divination, and it does look like there is a significant number still left. But, and she'll kind of say, it looks like they're actually at Greenstand. And the captain will kind of smile, and you'll hear some of the people around kind of laugh.
What's Greenstand?
She'll say, there are a set of ruins a little ways away from here. We've had attacks in the past. Inevitably, attackers will go and set up there because it's a fairly decent position to move in from. So it's become essentially the very usual thing for us that if people attack, that's where they come from.
Is it normally unoccupied?
It's normally unoccupied. It's an empty set of ruins. So what we've done is we've actually set up magical booby traps there. A variety of magical traps and things like that that can be activated with voice commands. So I need to ask you and your group a favor. As I understand it, you were to render us some assistance.
Yes. You need us to go and activate these traps?
I would like you and your group to go and activate these traps, mop up the goblins that are remaining. I will give you the command words to activate all of those. As well, I do have these, and she'll put out on the table 5 vials. And she would say, these are healing potions for you.
Does she recognize me as being anything other than a pet?
Well, since she was given 5 names, yes, she would assume that you're. I mean, because you don't look like a normal wolf.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, once again, you're clearly a bizarre animal. Nobody thinks that you're just a wolf.
Okay.
So she will say, these are healing potions I can offer you. She'll pick up one. She'll go, this one is especially potent. In game terms, that means 4 of these are adventure tier healing potions, and 1 of them is champion tier.
All right.
As well, I have some equipment that has not yet been bonded to the tower that I can offer you to assist you.
Ah,
I
such as?
Well, I have a set of magical light armor and a magical. Hang on a second.
Magical light armor?
And a magical mace.
So would you say we can have one, or we can have both, or would you say?
I will be glad to lend you both.
You said magical light armor, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So a magical light armor and a magical mace. As well, I will... When you go, we do have a weapon that the mages in the tower wish to have removed. A blade that has drawn significant blood in the past. It's the kind of thing that is not good for the etheric vibrations. It's a magical weapon that we wish to hand on to someone. And if you'd be willing to take it with you, we would pass it on to you when you left.
They would give it to us.
Yes.
Okay, they'd give this magical weapon to us.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and okay, so we can borrow the magical armor and the mace, and we
Yes.
can get the weapon.
You'll get the weapon when you're done, and you'll also, these healing potions are yours.
Okay. How many goblins do you think are there? How many goblins and stuff are there?
I would guess we're talking about 12.5.
How big is this place?
She'll kind of sketch out what the ruins look like for you.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out if we're gonna have to fight all of them at once, or it's like a
she'll
couple
say,
miles.
Here are where the magical booby traps are, and she'll kind of mark that out on the map. There's a variety of fire traps and other things that can be set off fairly close by via voice command. You should be able to use that to severely injure, maim, and kill a good number of them.
Okay.
All right. So we have to just lure them to those specific sort of areas.
They are scattered throughout. You should have no problem. She will give you the code words that are necessary. It will require some skill and planning on your part.
Obviously, you don't want to trip one of those when we're standing on it.
Exactly.
Okay. So you guys want to do this? I mean,
Well, we were to complete our mission. We have to do the service. The additional magic items are just gravy.
oh, that's right. She wanted us to do the service, right?
Yes.
And we get the boat back. Okay, that's fine.
And beyond that, these marauders are a plague upon the land, and we will excise them before they metastasize.
Well spoken, priest. Well, I will draw this map in a little more fully for you, and we will make ready to prepare getting that weapon ready for you. Does that seem reasonable?
Seems reasonable to me, I say.
Okay.
So, can you tell me a little bit more about is this like light armor? Is this like protection, or is it more like sneaky stuff, or
Okay.
what does this thing do?
So here's what you guys get. You get a mace. Okay, and
Is that a martial weapon?
It is a simple one-handed weapon.
Okay.
And let me give you the notes on that. Hang on one second. I apologize for this.
Now, I think your AC is a little lower than mine, Carl. Is that correct? And you use light armor.
Yeah.
Okay. Is
Well,
everybody
you
okay
can't,
with?
You can't use the light armor, right?
I can actually. All magic items, because of my advanced shifter abilities, all my magic items kind of convert to being useful.
No. Okay.
Okay, so here is what the mace does. It's +1 to attack and damage. And whenever the escalation die is 3 or better, you do an extra D8 with it.
Wow.
Well, I don't want it. I don't do the. I don't use Scott. Do you use simple weapons? Or cut.
I use a sharp pointy knife.
I'll use the mace then.
Yeah, I'm not a melee sort of dude, so.
It'll translate well
Well,
for
don't-
me.
You can have it. I use heavy, so it's all yours.
I'm sorry, what?
I use
Could
heavy
you-
weapons, so.
Oh, you
it's all
do?
yours.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was going to say maybe you could use it. All right. All right. Yeah, I'll use it.
All right,
I guess I'm borrowing it.
Right. And so if we look at the thing on that, that's... and so it does base a D6, so it'll do 2d6 base.
Okay. Just so I'm clear, because of I'm a shifter adept.
Right, it allows you to use
all
that.
right. So it won't change what my base dice are for the attacks. It just adds the magical abilities to my beast form attacks. Correct?
Let me check on whether you get to use the benefits and not
Yeah.
take the... Sure, let me... Bum. We're gonna check that beast form.
Okay. It says magic item. Okay.
Yeah, looks
'Cause
like magic items get the benefit of their default bonuses.
Right, but because I'm an initiate, I can also use, because I'm an adept, it says shifter adepts can use their magic item powers while in beast form power. Shifter initiates cannot.
Right. I just don't know if you use the dice from the weapon.
It's a D? What is it?
It's a D6
Okay.
weapon. That'd be the only thing. Let me check on that, Fabian.
Okay.
And the armor is light armor. And so the default bonus is that it has a +1 AC. And very quickly here. Roll that. And it gives you a +4 bonus to your defense on the first turn.
Okay.
So on the very first turn of battles, you have +4 to AC, PD, and MD.
That sounds like it would work particularly well for a berserker who
Yeah.
rushes into the
Yeah. No, that's
the
fine.
fray in that first round.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So this seems like actually a good place for us to stop, and we'll take up next time. Does that seem reasonable to you guys?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Since we're at about 10 o'clock here, and
Now, Sandra, how you going to work this? Is that like because I didn't go into the rage and stuff because I figured that was a relatively minor fight, and I think we're probably only going to have about one fight a night. So I
sometimes
just
we'll have two. Does anybody have recharge powers that they need to roll?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and roll that?
Okay. And that's just a straight D20, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
So this would be the second. This wouldn't be this would be a whole nother day. No, all our stuff would be recharged.
No.
Oh, it's not.
No.
So okay.
So I will. So no, you don't.
So that does
recharge
not
that.
recharge.
I,
Okay, no Wolverine.
I wasn't about to burn any of my dailies.
Yeah, right,
That
right.
fight, that fight looks too easy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was doing, and I was like,
So no. So if you guys have your per battle things back, if you have recharge powers, you will have you had a chance to roll for those. Otherwise, you guys, if you used any dailies, you don't have those back.
What about recoveries?
It's you don't get any recoveries back yet.
Okay.
So keep track of where your hit points are, where your recoveries are, and what abilities you've used.
Okay.
Good. I'm good.
Taking off Wolverine then. Okay.
And the potions are effectively a free heal, is what they do.
For yourself, or can you give it, or you can initiate that heal with a potion for somebody else.
Okay, so
Right.
a healing potion lets the creature drinking it use one of their recoveries, and they add a bonus. So it's not a free recovery. It's essentially you have to take a quick action to drink it, but you get to use a recovery without taking a full action in combat. The three of them give a plus 1d8 to the roll. The champion one gives plus 2d8 to the roll.
Tommaso says, I don't trust the potion.
We should. I mean, are we gonna split those up now, or you want to wait till next time, or what?
You can wait till
Well,
next time.
I mean, everybody takes a adventurer, and champion should be for one of the frontline guys.
Yeah, and I think you can, Fabe, you can take that because I've got another pretty good heal, and my
Or
recoveries
Rook.
are pretty good.
Just
yeah,
to
that's true.
say, because Rook doesn't have any auto healing.
Rook, why don't you take that?
Rook might be the best actually because he's the frontline guy with, well, his armor class might not be that bad because of dexterity, right?
Well,
Right.
Fabian
No,
has the
it's
best
not
armor
good.
class in the group.
My armor class is only 16.
Yeah.
Because armor class isn't based on solely
It's
on
based
dex.
on class as well.
It's that middle of kind of
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
Yeah, I would suggest just as a GM here, I'd probably give it to Scott
it's fine.
since he doesn't have the mitigation that Merrick and Black Dog have.
What'd you say the adventure heal potion does?
You get to use one of your recoveries as a quick action, and you
Oh,
get
okay.
a plus D8 to the effect.
But that's not good. That's not good. Makes a Tommaso feel useless.
All right, I think I'm going to stop the recording there.
Okay, party.